If there's one thing DreamWorks knows how to do, it's a sequel. They have shown us with Shrek 2 and Kung Fu Panda 2 that they know how to make improvements on a previous film to produce an even stronger continuation of the story. But can they do it again with one of their most beloved films? Just Nerds here, and today I will be reviewing the anticipated sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Now years ago, when DreamWorks announced their new animated film, How to Train Your Dragon, people were a little skeptical. It looked decent enough, but it didn't look like it would be anything too special. However, when it came out in 2010, audiences were blown away from how good it was. How to Train Your Dragon was definitely a good surprise by giving us great characters and story, and was even nominated for an Academy Award. So when a sequel was announced, fans had high hopes that it would be even better than the first. So, did How to Train Your Dragon 2 soar even higher than the last, or did it crash and burn like many sequels before it? Dragons 2 takes place 5 years after the events of the first film. The people of Berk have established peace with the dragons, and Hiccup has been regarded as the pride of the village. And because he is so loved by everybody, his father Stoic wants him to be the chief of Berk after his reign is over. However, Hiccup doesn't want the responsibility of chief, and only wants to stay with his friends and Toothless and continue to discover new places in the world. His situation quickly gets worse when he hears of a man named Drago, who is capturing dragons for a powerful army that could put everyone Hiccup loves at risk. At the same time, someone from Hiccup's past shows up that can change everything as he knows it. The characters were definitely a highlight from the first film. All of the side characters like Stoic, Gobber, and the rest of the Rider gang were cool and interesting, and could give you some good laughs here and there. They are back in this film to give you more laughs, while some are given even more attention like Stoic, as he truly wants the best for his son, but ultimately wants him to accept the responsibility as chief. But the Dragon series would not be anything if it wasn't for Hiccup and Toothless. Their developing friendship was executed so well in the first film, and became the absolute highlight. Hiccup and Toothless were given great development throughout the movie, as they came to rely on one another and become stronger because of it. I'm glad to say that the same magic we saw before is back, and done even better. As the stakes are raised higher and higher, the friendship is tested more than ever before. The writer Dean DeBlois made sure to really show the strength of their friendship here, and it's just simply heartwarming. Though in the end, this is Hiccup's story, where the first dragons focus on Hiccup trying to find his place, and ultimately using what makes him special to fly higher than everyone else. This is a coming of age story for him. You are able to see Hiccup as he begins to learn more about himself, and finally become the great man he is meant to be. I just love watching him continue to grow, and really step up as he learns how to make the world his own. However, I will say the villain could have been better. At first, Drago isn't too interesting or even a huge presence, but as the movie continues going, he does get better and becomes really intimidating with the fearsome power of his army. So even though he isn't the best movie villain ever, he does become pretty good over time. Now DreamWorks has always been good at animating, but if you doubt the first Dragons or Kung Fu Panda 2 is beautiful, then you need to watch this movie. DreamWorks has done their best work here, and everything looks stunning. The backgrounds and characters alike look great, and there is nothing to complain about. Another great thing is the cinematography. Once again, when everyone is riding their dragons, you feel the excitement like you are there with them. The dragons move so fluently, and you will just want to see more of these scenes. The action is pretty great as well. The scale of the action is even higher than before, and is really nice to look at, which will always keep you entertained. Finally, the music once again shines in Dragons 2. The composer John Powell makes his return with another impressive soundtrack. The soundtrack is able to complement every scene perfectly, and adds just so much to the film itself. When you're watching, so many of the tracks will stick in your mind and will make you just want to go buy it right away. If you loved the first soundtrack, then you'll love this one as well. So in the end, was How to Train Your Dragon 2 better than the first? To be honest, yeah, it was. In this review, I know I've really just been saying a lot of positives for it, but it really was that good. DreamWorks really understood the aspects that people loved about the first film, and just made them even better here. They were able to make the stakes higher, the animation even more beautiful, and really step it up with the characters. It's one of, if not the best, animated picture I have seen all year. And with a third and fourth film on the way, I cannot wait for what DreamWorks has in store next. You all should definitely watch this movie, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. So thanks for listening to my review on How to Train Your Dragon 2, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you've seen it, put your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe to us to see our videos in the future, and we will see you all next time. Later guys.